QB Film Room with only a few weeks to go until the season kicks off. We're going to take a look at the Las Vegas Raiders quarterback room, what it's composed of, and how things could end up playing out this year for the Raiders as they transition to Las Vegas from Oakland. Derek Carr, entering his 7th year in the league. He's 6'3", 218 pounds. He's been with the club since 2014 when he was drafted. He started 94 games for the Raiders. Last year was actually a pretty good year in year 2 of the John Gruden system. Threw for 4,054, completed 70% of his throws, 21 touchdowns, 8 picks, 513 attempts. But it's a situation where he hasn't really won games at a consistent level for the organization since 2016 when he went 12-3 and they made the playoffs. He went 7-9 as a starter last year. That could have easily been flipped to 9-7. Went 4-12 in 2018 and then only 6-9 in 2017. So the team really needs to see Carr put them in position to win games, and compete or even win that AFC West title in 2020 for them to feel comfortable with extending and prolonging the relationship beyond this year. So it's a make or break year for him in 2020. Now the team went out and they signed Marcus Mariota this offseason. Mariota was a 2015 first round pick, early pick. Started for Tennessee, had some really good times early on in his career, 2015 to 17. Even at times in 18 was playing really good football, but fell out of favor with Mike Vrabel's staff last year. They benched him mid-October for Ryan Tannehill, and the rest is history as they made a deep playoff run and won the AFC South. So the writing was on the wall for him in terms of his time being up in Nashville. But it wasn't a failure. His time in Tennessee was not an all-out failure because he showed elements of becoming an elite quarterback at times for them. And he can do some really special things with his legs and also throwing the football with anticipation. So it'll be a reclamation project for Mariota. That's what the Raiders are hoping. Mike Mayock's really high on him. He has $7.5 million guaranteed this year even. So the leash for Carr to make the switch to Mariota is something that I could see happening because the Raiders aren't necessarily locked in long-term with Carr. It's a year-to-year situation. So if Carr struggles or if they need a spark, don't be shocked to see the teams turn to Marcus Mariota at some point in 2020. And then behind Mariota, they have Nathan Peterman. He's entering his 4th year in the league. Of course, everybody, when we think of Nate Peterman, we think of the early days of him starting for the Bills and throwing 5 interceptions in one half of football. So he gets a bad rap national media-wise, but played really well last year preseason with the Raiders. They're bringing him back again in 20 and should be a lock to make the 53-man roster. He's tough, smart, athletic, and has really good mobility, something that John Gruden likes in his quarterback. Look for Peterman to make the 53.